Welcome back to the Big R Show. As you know that every Monday, and I mean every Tuesday morning and every Saturday morning, we do nothing else but we do the sports program. I'm joined by Roy Mkhonza, and I'm also joined by Sheikhs Manqoba, Ngwenya and Zaza. My name is the Saubrey Boyz, Walefatse from the Big R. Guys, you can greet the viewers and the listeners out there. So anyone can start. Sheikhs, you can start.
Greeting all the viewers out there, our supporters, loyal Big R supporters, and there as well, Braroy and Spa.
Thank you. Spa, you can follow.
Greetings to everybody out there. So yeah, I can't wait for our topics so kuluma namhlanje. So yeah.
Mr. Mkhonza, just greet and also give us the results of the 13th.
Greetings to the panel, Saubrey, and viewers and listeners of the Big R. I think the results for the 13th, there was 3 games.
Yes.
TTM still are struggling. I was reading something again today. They got a trapping from Pirates. Actually, I've never seen such. See, you could have problems, but the free flow. So Pirates just had an open day on 3-0 to Pirates. Supersport Wallop, they beat Celtics 2-1, which is Celtics at this stage is not, they go for a win, draw, lose, so it's not going well. I don't know what's happening there. And then the top one about Makosi were able to come back, got a 1-0 over Amazulu.
Yeah, you are relieved a little bit. You are relieved, and Spa also was relieved a little bit. And now, and Nokovic scored according. I mean, Jacob has always been crying. Hey, Nokovic, guys, and he scored. So maybe it was a good call. But do you think that Chiefs is back or what? Are we seeing the rise of Kaizer Chiefs? Sheikhs, are we seeing the rise of Kaizer Chiefs or what?
Yeah, it's a Kosi for life. Rise, Kosi, rise. No, I think what I liked about Kaizer Chiefs, they showed a lot of anger in that game, you know. They showed that they really wanted to win the game. They were fighting. You could see the duels in the game, that they really were angry to be where they are. And then inspired them, you know. He's winning every ball there in the, so he's a major player for Kaizer Chiefs, and he inspired them on the day. So let's hope Kaizer Chiefs can rise from here. To see such a big team down there, we want to see them competing there. It's too easy up there for us.
Yeah. We can't afford Kaizer Chiefs going to let Africa. Our football will collapse. Now let's go to the fixture this coming week. Sheikhs.
Okay, Brussels. This weekend is going to be a humdinger of a kickoff with the Tshwane Derby at 3 o'clock. Supersport versus Mamelodi Sundowns, top of the table clash. And then at 3 is Golden Arrows versus Chakuma FC. The struggling Chakuma will be going to Devon. TS Galaxy versus Chipa. That's also an interesting one, with Dan Marisela playing against his former team. He'll want to prove himself there. And then we have Bloemfontein Celtics versus Stellenbosch, 3:30 on Saturday. Baroka, followed by Baroka versus Swallows at 5 o'clock. And also at 5 o'clock, Cape Town City against the rising coast for life.
Yeah.
Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
And then we have Chippa United. Okay, no. And then we have that one is postponed. Chippa United versus TS Galaxy is postponed. And then we have Amazulu versus Maritzburg on Sunday, 3:30. That rounds up the fixtures for the weekend.
Shakes, let's look at the derby, Tshwane Derby. You played at the Tshwane Derby. How was it prior to the game if you guys were facing Supersport during your time, before we can talk about what's going to happen today? Was it that game that everybody was looking forward to, or at Sundowns as you players, you became more motivated when you played Chiefs Pirates? Is that game still has that energy equivalent to Chiefs Mamelodi Sundowns Pirates? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hear from your experience.
Yes, in my experience, we always were psyched up for the derby. We wanted the bragging rights for Pretoria, and Supersport equally also. It's a derby. You have to want to perform in a derby. So I'm sure it's going to still the same, and it's a very exciting derby, always full of goals. You see both sides. Supersport got Gabuza, who's got now in the past 3 consecutive games, and Bradley Krobler also reaching a milestone of 57 goals, which is the record held by Abraham Rasulumani. So itching to score against the Sundowns and be the highest goal scorer at Supersport. So this game really, it's a big one, and the teams are only being separated by goal difference. So this should be an interesting one. It should be interesting to see if Sundowns can deal with that attack of Supersport. And Sundowns have the firepower, so I believe they'll pull through.
Mr. Mkhonza, now Shakes has given us his analysis. Now we are looking at this game. We are looking at Supersport. Where do you think Supersport is strong? According to you, where do you think that Sundowns will be a problem?
I think so. Saubrey, I'll agree with Manqoba, but one thing that I've also noticed, I'm not sure whether the technical understanding of the game in terms of the coaches, it's actually teaming up, or somebody understands the other team's tactics as the years gone by, because every time we had a game between Supersport and Sundowns, 4-3, high score. Actually, you wouldn't even expect like 5-1. When this one scores, the other one responds. So I'm not sure of late whether it's because of the understanding, if the teams, because it will go to 1 or 1-0. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe we are growing tactically, because you've got now the three guys here. You've got Supersport there with the guy. He has been as an assistant, and he understands how Supersport. But one aspect that actually interests me in tomorrow's game is that you've got Supersport playing your natural number 9s, Krobler and this the bulldozer. But you've got Sundowns, who plays anyone can score. So they don't have that target man who's waiting just to finish. So it's going to be a very interesting game. So it's a matter of either Supersport will wait for that counter, they play that ball for Kgole and Kapuza, they punish them. Or it's either they wait for Sundowns because they'll definitely, with Mshishi and the guys will go to them. They'll want to unpack them and open them at the back. So it's going to be a very interesting game.
What formation do they play if you compare the two? Is it 4-3-3? Because football has changed now. I see these days they play 3-4 or 3-5-2. Other teams, what formation do they play?
As I said, Saubrey, I can't tell you the formation Mamelodi Sundowns is playing.
Okay.
Because
maybe Sheikh
you could unless you see, for an example, when Hlonpo is anchoring, but if Hlonpo is not there, because he always keep around that place, and then when he gets a chance to make those long shots, but when he's not there, anyone, you'll find Malulega, whether he comes in as a substitute, you'll find him there in the box. So I can't tell which formation they play, but I know for Supersport, either they start with the two strikers, or either he starts with Kgole, and when he sees that things are not coming up, he brings this one to actually intimidate the defenders. They will move from 4-4-2, it changes 4-3-4. It changes now and then for them. It's based on the tactics on the day.
Sheikhs, what formation do Sundowns these days play?
In previous games, they were playing two up front with the sitting a bit deeper. But Kemet was not available the previous game, so Shaulile was alone up front, with Mshishi joining him as a second striker, sort of, but he drops and collects the ball. He's the creative edge. So I think that's how they're going to play it as well tomorrow, with one up front and Mshishi just behind, helping build with Mbala in the middle there. He's the preferred player who has taken over Kekane. And with Mshishi and at the back Nascimento, 4 at the back. So I think that's how they'll play, with one striker and Mshishi coming to join him.
Spa, you have looked what's happening. Welcome, Tsphepang. Who do you think will win in the Tshwane Derby?
I mean, I'm big for Sundowns, so yeah, Sundowns is actually on fire these days, so I'm gonna go for Sundowns.
I think one of the questions that we'll ask at some point: are we going to see Sundowns dominating the next coming decade? That's one question we'll have to discuss at some point. Tsphepang, welcome. We are talking the derby, the Tshwane Derby. According to you, who's going to win between Mamelodi Sundowns and Supersport?
First things first, evening. Well, my opinion is it's kind of tough because Supersport has gained momentum and it's also on form. So, but given the fact that Sundowns is also still on form also, so I think I would say I can put my money on Sundowns at the moment, but Supersport is going to, I could say, will really give them a competition on the game. So I think it's going to be a good game, but I think Sundowns for me will run away with it.
Mr. Mkhonza, who's going to win it? Sheikhs is obvious. Mr. Saubrey, who's going to win?
I see a lovely draw.
What draw? 1-1 or?
From the way I explained, Saubrey, I'm telling you, I see a nil-nil draw.
A nil-nil draw.
Based because the way you give Supersport a chance to score, they'll score. Sundowns, it's a given. They'll come at you. They'll create chances. So, Tsphepang has just spoken about Supersport. So that you don't break your record, wait, try and understand them. But that's a 90 minutes game. So at the end, I'm telling you, they can end up with that nil-nil while they still want to. Sundowns will be having those tactics of trying to break them, and they will be making sure that these ones, they don't score. So I see a nil-nil draw tomorrow.
Shakes, what do you think? Or it's obvious with you?
I think Sundowns is going to win. I don't think it's going to be easy. I definitely think that there will be goals because you have, I don't think there's any way that Supersport can leave out Kabuza on the bench or the top goal scorer of the current season now, Grobler, on the bench. I think they will both play. And it's going to be a game with goals. Shishi is on 8 goals. Grobler on 8 goals. No. Grobler is on 10 goals. Mshishi is on 8 goals. And even with the pattern that Sundowns is playing now, they are very attacking. They've got Shauli there, who does the dirty work and also chips in with goals, creates space for Mshishi to score goals. So I definitely think goals are going to be there. And if Sundowns can deal with the crosses that are coming in for the likes of Kabuza and Grobler, I think if we can deal with that, that's the threat of Supersport. And then I know we're going to win the midfield battle. So I think we'll win the game.
Score?
3-1. 3-1.
Sundowns don't play with number 9 anymore, isn't it? Because I see Vilagaz is not playing. Am I right?
Yes. They've got Shauli there, who's a workaholic. He goes
but
to France, he holds the ball.
Number 9. He's just all over the field.
Yes. He's not a traditional number 9. Yeah.
So
that's why a lot of players are chipping in with goals there. Shishi can score. Sereno can come in and score as well. I think Sundowns just got too much firepower for Supersport. Even though Supersport are doing well, Sundowns will win. All
right. Now, maybe we need to move on. Shakes, I heard some rumor that the amateurs Nedbank Cup, I know that your son is playing in one of those teams. Can you tell us, according to your son, what happened? What's the story?
Prosobs, it's not my son. It's my aunt's son. So
okay.
He is playing for Highlands Park. They are in the ABC Mall, the ABC League. So they were left with one game to qualify to play in the Nedbank Cup. So it's a great pity, it's a personal thing because they were so excited, happy, so excited to have the opportunity to play against the big guns. It's their opportunity to weigh themselves and see where they are. So it's disappointing that now this ruling had to happen. But what can we do? It's the decisions taken because of what's happening. Yeah.
Okay. It's because of this COVID. I can see
yes.
COVID is causing havoc. And then let's go international. If you guys, or do you still want us to discuss? I don't know, Tsphepang, you still want to say something about your team, Kaizer Chiefs and stuff? Yes, Ngana.
Can I say something, man?
Yeah.
On the question you asked if it's COVID.
Mm.
It gives me personally a problem if other countries are playing. For an example, I use the Nedbank Cup as our own vision of the FA Cup.
Yes.
If you watch the last games the past week, there was one team that the one that was playing Manchester City.
Mm.
Average of those players, they actually frustrated Man City for the first half. Average of those youngsters were around 20 something, 20, and I fail to understand if we'll come to such decisions when it's an opportunity. We always cry about development here, but when an opportunity avails itself to bring those youngsters, we close, because I really can't understand.
What reasons did they give?
I'm not sure. Maybe Sheikhs can tell, because, for an example, if you say only one game left for them to show up for the Nedbank, and then you come with such a decision.
Yeah, Prasobs, the reason being that they stopped the league, the ABC. The only leagues that are ongoing now is NFD and the PSL in South Africa. So I think SAFA took that decision because they are not allowed to train or play at the moment.
Mm. Yeah, well, you know what? Today, to be honest, since from yesterday, I've seen a lot of my friends losing parents, brothers, and sisters. A lot is happening. Ntwentle, for instance, today told us he had to rush to the hospital because 2 brothers are struggling. I hope this thing will pass. And then, guys, you definitely have to take care. It's very, very important, because we need to survive. We still need this generation for the future. So I don't know whether you guys want to talk about Kaizer Chiefs, especially the Chiefs fans. Oh, no, they don't want to say anything.
No,
No, that's fine.
no.
I'm going to say about Man United. You guys can also participate. We don't have much time. I've been saying Solskjaer should be given an opportunity. And look where Man United is now. And everybody was, they were becoming impatient with Solskjaer. And I continue to say Alex Ferguson was given almost 3 years to get Man United to be the oil machine. So I see Solskjaer is doing well. I don't know, probably you want to comment about that. And I've heard that Klopp has already admitted that this year is going to be real tough. Anyone who wants to comment about the rise of Man United again?
Mina Prasobs. I can see Man United is doing well, but I still see Solskjaer is not the man for the job. You look at the pedigree of coaches that he is competing against, the Pep Guardiola, the Mourinho's, the Klopps, and then he comes, and Man United is a big team. So now that he's doing well, I'd like to see him do well, but I still think the team for the stature of Man United should have a more experienced coach.
But let's take it from this side, Sheikhs. When Pep Guardiola coached Barcelona, he didn't have much experience. And look what he is. And Barcelona today, one of the presidents is talking about Xavi. And you know that Xavi doesn't have much experience. Even Koeman does not have much experience, to be honest. He coached Everton, and then he went to the national squad. Even at Everton, Koeman didn't do well, to be honest. I was surprised when Barcelona appointed him, but we know tradition of Barcelona. They always look back at the former players to bring them back to the team. But I can see he's starting to stabilize. At some point, I was impressed when I saw Koeman playing 3-5-2, all right? And then I saw that, no, they were doing well, but now he has gone back to 4-3-3. And I know the people in Spain are happy that Barcelona has gone back to 4-3-3. But that 3-5-2 for me was very effective. I don't know, Spue and Mr. Mkhonza, what are you saying about what Shakes is saying in terms of...
Now, I'll agree a bit, Saubrey. You know, and it becomes more difficult when you play teams that are unpredictable. You see, you put Liverpool, you put Manchester City on the field. For him, he has made a good stride of going up. But watch the last game. If Manchester could maintain, remove this take of having stars like your Pop, that guy, the way he played on the last game, if he could maintain that, Manchester will actually maintain that. But they are inconsistent. He will sometimes do those walks in the field and be benched. And then, but if you go to Liverpool, Manchester City, anyone you give a chance, he wants to show the coach that, I want that chance. So those guys are always consistent and they play attacking football. With Manchester, if you watch the last game, you could see that if it wasn't for that cross and the short Poplar did, they always struggle. But with these two, I'm telling you, you have to close all angles. They attack one way. So I don't see them staying there for long.
Spa, what's your take?
To be honest, I don't have any experience in football overseas, but as
it's fine. It's fine. Let's leave it if it's fine.
Okay.
Tsphepang, what are you saying about this one of?
As a Man United fan, I'm very pleased with the form that they're in at the moment. But as Mr. Mkhonza was saying, it's up to the players, man. It's the character will say a lot. During the next game, I could say they will be tested against Liverpool on Sunday. So I think with that game, we'll see whether they are really the team to actually look out for or not. Because we can't blame the coach at the moment. I think he knows that too, because he said it this week at a statement that he revealed after the game on Monday. I mean, on Tuesday? Yes. That it's up to the players. If Pogba, just the typical example, if Pogba can maintain that same level of consistency, then I think we're going somewhere. As including the other players also. So it's up to the players basically that what character can they show. Let me say in the next 5 games. So it's all about consistency. They will be tested actually on this coming game on Sunday. So yeah, it's up to the players. I can't say much, but it's up to the players at this point. We can't put it on the coach.
Now, what do you think about Mourinho? Do you really think that Mourinho will bring some magic, or should we forget about Mourinho? He's gone and dusted. He should join Alex President and retire. I don't know. I'm just...
No.
Anyone can come.
Saubrey, with that one, it's you see, that take, what was he calling himself?
The special one.
The special one. Already now, I don't know how he brought Bale, but he's already talking of Bale not making it in. So that's problem for Mourinho. It becomes personal sometimes.
Shakes, what's your take? Do you think Mourinho will, because he says he wants to take the league as one of the things that he's trying to push hard. Do you think he will?
I think he will make a Champions League spot. Winning the league is a bit far too ambitious for me. But he will make Champions League, and I think that's probably his target is that. So he's setting his target a bit higher so that he can land there in a Champions League spot.
Yeah.
And with the brand of football they're playing more on the counter attack. With the Son, who is doing very well, and Kane there up front, they're very dangerous with the counter attack. But big table now. That's how Mourinho plays. So against the big teams, I don't think he'll beat Man City.
As that. All right. One of the biggest news in our parting ways: the Barcelona elections have been postponed. Those are the big news. And then I also hear the news that some players are not happy with Messi. I don't know what's happening, but I think it's just media trying to destabilize Barcelona, so that Messi cannot be happy and think of leaving. And unfortunately, that's my opinion. And unfortunately, the way I see things with Laporta coming in, I don't think Laporta will allow Messi to leave. He has already made it clear that Messi is the project added to the project that is bringing in. So that's what I read, that they're just trying to destabilize, and that's it. But guys, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate. Let's talk again on Monday, and then on Tuesday morning, and then hopefully we'll give our listeners more information. I hope all of us will survive. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers.